Okay, when a car is successfully sold to a customer, what happened to e-invoicing system between the agency and agent? Now, bear in mind the agent is not part of the employee. So now LHDN wants to know that who has income, and who has expenses, right? So that's why beside that, the e-invoice is issued to the car owner, the buyer of the car, right? There is also another process, right? It's between the agency and agent. Okay, so there is a part one, which is an e-invoice between the agency and the customer. Now then, there's a part two, which is between the agency and agent. So agency and agent, what do you do with that? Okay, so example is this here, right? So Ali work as a sales agent, so there must be a contract that they are the sales agent. Okay, and then Ali sold a car at the price of 600,000, and the 20% of that is the sales, right? So that is 12,000. 12,000. So now to do that, then so how do you prove to LHN that this is expenses? CSB said that this is not my income, right? This is the income of Ali. So that's why CSB issue a second e-invoice. The first one is issued to the buyer to prove that the buyer has buy something. Now the second part is that the CSB issue a self-invoice to e-invoice. So it's not Ali issue a self-invoice, self-billed invoice. It's the CSB, the agency, issue the e-invoice. So this is the self-bill is a type of e-invoice where the buyer generate invoice on behalf of the seller. So you can see the agent is the seller. The buyer is a principal. So this is the part two, right? So this is used when they are not employee, but they get income. So here's another example, detail here. You can see here, here 100% and so on here. All right, and like I say that, you see here, first the agent sells the car, right? So this must happen first, then the commission is calculated, and then now CSB issue a self-billed e-invoice within that month itself, right? So so that it can account for that. So LHN know that Ali's income has additional 120,000, and CSB expenses is 120,000. Okay, so this is to prove that what kind of income really CSB has, because he has to deduct that the real income of CSB is not 600,000. It has to minus this 20%, right? 20% is how much is that already? Is that 120,000? Wow, 120,000, 20%. All right, just get an idea, right? So you see here, right? So yeah. So and then LHN also give you a sample of how in the future agent should receive a e-invoice from the agency, right? Every time they sell a car, right? So now agent can run away from tax. An agency definitely will issue an e-invoice, right, to prove that that is the expenses. And yep, that's it. So now we are clear that this could apply to my industry as well, right? As a train providers, right, business. We also have this amount of the, say, let's say talk about that is the 5,000, right? So did we take all the money? No, right? We give let's say 20% to 30% of the income, right, to the trainer, of the sales revenue to the trainer. So the trainer gets 20 to 30%. So that's why, as a training provider, we need to issue a self-billed invoice to the trainer, right? To our, because they are not in our payroll system. So HRD, LHDM wants to know where does those revenue goes to, right? That is the way to protect us as a training provider, and also what I call that, yeah, the trainer, the freelance trainer. So in that case, right, for the so we got to tell them that this is actually part of the expenses, right, for this agency. So for government, for HRT Corp, 4%, we still don't know what to do with that, right? I'm still asking the advice from the what do you call that, the HRT Corp person in charge. Stay tuned. Thank you. I hope this will help you to understand that how to deal with the agents and agency in a very detailed way, right? Yeah, it helps me, and certainly helps a lot more people who have an agency, or you are right, you as an agent, right? So